Heineman closing in. It's JT Miller for the Rangers. He'll start the charge on with Braden Schneider. Schneider carries in. Zibanejad for Miller. Middle of the ice. Walks right on in and missed his mark. And that one caroms up off the glass and out of play.
The new additions here. You want to start out the right way. Watch this from Zibanejad. Just a beautiful little sweeping pass. And the C's part right off the post. Not the start you want for the Islanders, but you're happy that one hit the post. I mean, I'm looking at this game, Brendan, and I'm thinking for the Islanders, maybe cheating to the areas that coaches want you to. The right side of the puck. We'll see how that line works.
Schaefer waits, shoots, saved by Martin. Rebound, pulled free momentarily, and then it's covered up. Missed the last couple of games. A loss to Buffalo, the win against Philly. Lee, one hand on his stick, just whipped it towards the goal. Pass now for Holmstrom. That shot goes wide. J.G. Pageau, Pollock, over for Schaefer. Here's Matthew Schaefer, around Brendan Othman. Schaefer cruising, back of the goal. Comes out the other side. Pollock lets it fly with a tip shot saved by Martin.
Just what you want. The other team's top line that I just talked about, and you put them in their own end.
Look at that pass from Horvat from D'Angelo, wouldn't go. And then Palat driving right through the slot, couldn't come up with it.
He signs up for a long-term deal. One thing to note, he's been through a transition phase before with Pittsburgh. So probably well-suited right now to step in and
now Zibanejad and JT Miller, they've been producing offensively lately. They find back a 9 in the trailer. Gets the first Rangers shot on net. They'll leave it off for Schaefer. Schaefer, Barzal, Heineman, and Lee. Barzal waiting. Schaefer steps, shoots, save made by Martin. Rebound out to Barzal. Lafreniere out of the box. 4-on-4 here for another 3 seconds. Horvat will join them shortly. Taken around the net by Schaefer. Horvat out of the box. Instead, it's cut off by Heineman. Schaefer finds some open space. Barzal gets set up. Minute 10 on the power play. Horvat behind his back for Heineman. And a windmill glove save from Spencer Martin.
They just rolled off this blade, and David Rittich doing a good job being there instead.
Schaefer to Holmstrom. Power play down to 16. That deflected shot up with a crease pulled out of the pile. Schaefer again just went wide as Martin late to react. Schaefer looks it over for Holmstrom. Holmstrom. It is Islanders' debut. It's a power play goal, and the Islanders strike first.
iterations. This is a new one. Holmstrom here, you're watching him just waiting, buying time for someone to get into that spot and plot. He's originally down right at the goal paint there, but watch as this thing goes on and he pops up over time as they continue to work it around. Nice job to fit in right there on the stick, off the stick. He's got an open net to shoot at. Zero mistake.
Well, cue the tweets. You don't trade a player like Andre Palat coming, but it's got to feel good for a guy to score in the first period in his debut with his new team. I'm sure that feels good. And
from Gatko, Zizekas, Kyle on the play. You got two groups.
Here's Pageau, lines one up and just caught the knob of the stick. 35th career power play goal for Andre Palat, who has scored 182 when you add them all up. D'Angelo to the net, they score! D'Angelo put it down low with Holmstrom and Lee crashing the goal. Twice in a minute and 11, and the Islanders have a 2-0 lead.
Watch this. He's going to take ice, but he's always going to be moving towards the net. And with that, he gets a good pick in front. And watch him look to the back door. Just a brilliant job by D'Angelo. Take what's given to you. You got a guy that's gotten picked? Well, good for me. I got more time and space. Looking at the back door, right as he did to Horvat earlier on in the game. He saw it before Holmstrom even did. That's a sensational pass.
What an impressive pass. Desperately depleted on defense, and they had to find somebody to come in. As Zibanejad off the turnover for Perot, saved by Riddick. Gavrikov across for Miller. JT Miller down low. Lafreniere stuffed it off the post. It rolled off Riddick. Gavrikov a try, fought off by the other goaltender. Lafreniere's lost his stick and the glove. He'll pick up the stick. He'll leave the glove. Miller with the Rangers power play threatening. Backdoor, they score. It's Zibanejad who got it short side on Riddick. And the Ranger power play surgical pulls them within one.
Your mind, and the Rangers decide to switch things up. Too much time, almost in the back of the net. A great save by Riddick off the glove, but let's keep an eye on Zibanejad. He finds a way to get lost all alone. And here, Lafreniere, he doesn't go on that near side post in the middle of the ice. That draws people to him. That's a beautiful pass, nicely executed. Zibanejad will find those seams, and a great finisher from that area.
Yeah, you call that play the Oshie slide. As Washington used to do that to try and free Ovechkin up, you slide a second guy into that one-timer position. You see Casey playing the higher guy, leaving Zibanejad alone. At some point, Ryan Pulak's got to release up.
Making a late period push. Shot by Gavrikov. Got through Holmstrom, and Riddick had to make the stop. Barzal drifting. Schaefer on the move. Heineman back and forth. Schaefer, Heineman, one time.
The best chances you thought you had. That's a slap shot with no one in front of the net. I know it hit the post.
Handed back to Holmstrom. D'Angelo at the top. Ryan Pulak, a one-time option on the near side. It's D'Angelo who shoots it. It was deflected and hit the same post. Barzal, D'Angelo. They'll leave it off for Barzal, who got a quick breather on the bench. Barzal to Horvat. Zibanejad interrupted it. Lead to D'Angelo. Dangerous pass. They got it through. They dish it down. Barzal scores! Islanders cash in on the power play. It's Barzal, and it's 3-1.
Beautiful puck movement here. Watch this thing move around. D'Angelo, he's feeling it up top, but for Simon Holmstrom to eventually find this, he's going to pop off bottom left of your screen. Most guys are shooting right there. That's well executed. From crease to crease, your goaltender, he's really going to have no chance. A great heads-up play from D'Angelo in the middle, and even on a wobbler, Barzal finds the back of the net.
This is something the Islanders have struggled to do, is get that puck in the middle of the ice and make some plays from there. They've been...
And the Rangers come up ice. 3 penalties called at the same stoppage in play. 2 against Carrick, 1 against Reppe, leading to an extended power play for the Islanders. And they cash in. Here's Gavrikov. Save play. They score! Stayed with it. The Islanders score twice in 47 seconds.
The Islanders is Cizikas, who eventually changes for the goal scorer. Watch McLean. Watch the little play that comes up right here. It's a second effort. Third one. Waits for the Ranger to come to him. McLean takes it to the house. Jam, hack, whack away. 44. It's in the back of the net. His third in the last 2 games. Outstanding job. A great follow-up to have your fourth line on the ice, and it creates that some kind of play from McLean. Same with the patience of Gatcombe. And of course, you can trust 44 to win those battles in front of the net.
It'll do them a world of good if they can get through them cleanly.
Absolutely.
Schaefer left that puck off. Driving in is Radish, and he scored! Radish just driving to the net, and the puck popped into his lap, and he jams it right through Riddick, making it a 2-goal game.
Watch him pull it from his backhand to his forehand. He's coming off the wall right now. This thing gets left there. I don't know how that winds up in the net, but exactly what the Rangers needed. And as we talked about, can you find a way to get out of this thing with a 3-goal cushion? You can't. Nice play by Radish. Good effort.
Looks like left arm, right arm leaks through. Yeah. Horvat slips down the wall, changes course, cycles for Pulak. To the blue line for Pulak. Got caught. Puck still there. Cooley couldn't get it out. Pulak for Pelech. Adam Pelech for Heineman. Scores! The Rangers were inches away from clearing the zone, and it winds up in the back of the net off the stick of Emil Heineman.
Wanting to head into the period with a 3-goal lead. Well, maybe you've achieved that right there at the blue line, but watch Pelech go down and him find the lane, because Heineman's left all alone. From the Rangers' perspective, not really a need for Borgen right here to go chase, and leaves his man wide open in front of the net. And the quick release of Heineman, no doubter.
And don't underestimate that play by Andre Palat at the blue line. Sensing a little trouble with Ryan Pulak. He swoops in there, picks that thing up, keeps that play.
D'Angelo gets it back from Schaefer. Now Barzal. He'll make the curl. D'Angelo wide open, walks in, hit the post! Third post hit tonight by the Islanders. Duran for Soucy. Mayfield. Hands off for Barzal. Here's Soucy, walks in, fires off the glove of Martin.
Boy, that was close.
Didn't need the cushion that they had. Not a huge pushback from the Rangers either. Maybe they're saving that for tomorrow, but